Okay, is this working? Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. It has been quite a while since I've done a stream or an art stream of any kind. Holy crap. It um so I recently just well, this is a while ago. I unprivated a good bit of my videos because I noticed that all of my views disappeared when I did private those videos. So I want people to at least have some record and sort of remember who I am just from those videos. But anyway, this is my first live stream since I rebranded, I think, as Argus Animates. So, hello. Welcome in, everyone. To the two people watching this stream, hello. So, today's going to be a bit of a different stream than what I normally do, because I am drawing. And you might notice the microphone sounds a bit different, because I recently bought a new mic. Big Jets, hi! How have you been? Hold up, let me turn the mic volume down a bit. How have you been, man? It's been forever. But I do have a valid excuse for not really being active on the internet much lately. So I know that there's going to be people from a team that I'm in probably watching this. So hi Yukiso, hi Kesaru guys. I love you guys. But I have not been active in a while because I have a job. I'm so I have been working all summer. I haven't had that much of a break between work. Sometimes I find the time to work on some stuff, but a lot of the time I am just working. Let's see. So, this new job that I've got, I work in the, I'm not going to go into too much detail. Hold up, my mother is texting me. Okay. So, a bit of a life update for what's been happening with ol' Argus over here. I have moved, technically. I used to do streaming from my father's place, but it's no longer convenient for me to be over there for the majority of my time, especially since I'm working and my mother's place is within walking distance of my new job, and my college I could take public transport to for very cheap. So, from my mother's, so I'm living in my mother's place. That's where I am streaming from. So, things have been pretty decent for me. I've well, because well, I'm also going to give it a little more insight into my life. Old Argus here is an art student. Yes, who would have thought? I used to be like a... Okay, this is a bit embarrassing for me to admit. I used to be one of those kids that wanted to, like, be a Minecraft YouTuber when I grew up. But now that I am actually 21 years old, I have abandoned that idea. I mean, sure, I still do, like, I'm you guys have probably saw the end of Glyphlocked video. It's been way different from what I normally would make. I don't normally do I don't normally do commentary videos, but that's sort of like a genre I've wanted to try, but never really found the opportunity the opportunity to try my hand at it. Just talk to a camera for, well, not a camera, more like a talk to a microphone while playing video games for like a good hour or so. I mean, I've been doing it on my other channel for a little bit. I made maybe 4 commentary videos on my other channel, but I haven't uploaded on that channel in, I would like to say, maybe 3 months, because I've been working. I'm very focused on my work. I have a like, and it's a good job. I like the work that I do. I find my job to be very, it, how do I don't know how to describe it. But just know Argus is happy right now. Argus is very happy with his life. This art might not be very, this might not be very convincing, but I assure you I am happy. I am very happy right now. Oh, this is the wrong layer. There we go. I have been pretty well, thank you. I've been trying to work on my own original art style, because I don't want to be a disappointment to my art professor, so I am trying to do some artwork this summer. I've been trying to do like a sketch like this. This took me maybe 5-7 minutes to do, with my own original style to it. Did I just put a okay. I do want to try to get into doing like webcomics. So some of you might remember a project I wanted to start called Fading Echoes. That project Fading Echoes, I want to talk about that quickly. Fading Echoes was my passion project. I had been planning that since I was a junior in high school. Almost 4 years later, I've still been unable to realize that vision, which I see as a massive skill issue. So I want to make that vision come a reality in any form that it possibly can. And I think doing it as like a webcomic is a much more realistic way to go about it than a full-on animated project for an indie creator. Because it's just me. I don't have any studio backing. It is just Argus working on it. I do have a video planned. I have a single video planned right now, which is a preview. It's going to be a teaser of Fading Echoes, or as it's called now, Restless Essence. Hello, Blue. Welcome to the stream. But I have a video planned for that. I have it voice acted already. There's only so the video's already voice acted. I just finished the first draft for the visuals. So I need to go in and just clean it up more, give it a better look to it. I will say right now, the video will be featuring SiegeYT as the voice actor that I have for it. It's gonna be maybe a minute. The video itself is gonna be maybe like a minute long. But I don't have a release time frame for it yet. I'm hoping to get it out by the end of the month. But Restless Essence Chapter 1, sort of, yeah. I've just been on a bit of a hiatus for a while to focus on school, work. But I am still making content. I have more content ideas than I am willing to admit. Because I have worked on videos in the past that I never posted. I have an issue where it's like everything I make, it needs to be perfect in order for me to post it. I will not accept anything less than perfection from myself. That might be like a bit of an issue, but I don't care. I expect great things from myself, and I won't take anything less than what I know I can do. Let's see. Also, Nintendo is definitely going to copyright me. But I don't care. I'm having fun right now. If Nintendo wants to come after me, my email is in my channel bio. Alright. But this is like sort of like the art style that I've landed on for Restless Essence. It does, but it's also a hindrance to me. So, let me explain things from the way that I look at them. So, I have a video idea. I start working on said idea. It gets to a point most people would consider ready to be posted. But me, I go in, I look at things like, this could be better, this could be changed. I never stop working on it until it is perfect. I feel like everything that I put out needs to be perfect. But I'm trying to push myself to be more accepting and willing to go for something less than perfect. I'm trying my best to. Like, this is something I've been working on, a bit of a sneak peek at the artistic styling for Restless Essence. These are some reference sheets that I made for the protagonist, Nora. I've been trying to keep the style consistent across all of these. There is some deviation, which I honestly, I couldn't be too bothered to fix. Like, I am a perfectionist, but I'm also lazy. So I will try and take shortcuts to perfection to achieve that and still be satisfied with my own work. But I still have, like, a lot of work to do with it. Which is why I'm doing, like, these little art pieces right here, just so I can more closely experiment with my art style and get it to a point where I am very, very happy with it. Because I have not done 2D in a while. I don't think many of you guys know this, but I have been experimenting a lot with Blender, with 3D art, which it turns out really nice, but the problem is that 3D is a hell of a process. It takes up so much time to do. You got modeling, you got topology, you got UV unwrapping, texturing, rigging, all of that for 3D. And when you do it right, it looks beautiful. I cannot do it right at this moment in time. Is the music a little too loud? I honestly don't know. I don't know how this mic sounds either. So, okay. I bought this mic for like 30 bucks off of Amazon the other week. Because my old mic, I've had that mic, my old one, since 2021. Okay, good. Okay, Blue, for getting into Blender, this is the way that I learned, but you should try to learn however you feel more comfortable to do it. Okay, so at first, Blender is going to be very intimidating. I'm trying to get into Maya going from Blender. It's intimidating. So, the way that I learned is I looked at the donut tutorial. Yeah, there's too many tutorials. So, the way that I personally learn is I look at videos like going over the keybinds, the essential stuff to Blender, like what I need to know. How do I do this easier? What are these shortcuts? And from there, I look at other people's work, and I try and learn off of their work, create my own iterations of their work, to sort of see how they go into the process. I have old models from 2022. 2023. When Fading Echoes was going to be 3D animated. Which, in hindsight, is not a good idea. Is it this one? No, it is not. Let me see. Is this file? Learn at your own pace. Don't feel like you need to rush into a process that you don't feel comfortable starting. Blender. I opened Blender to try to open some models to try to find one specific. But let me switch my screen. I'm gonna switch this to Blender real quick, so you can see what went into these. And it's okay, Krita. Okay, let me actually duplicate this. Give me 1 second. Where is it? Blender. Is it not? Okay, for some reason Blender is not working with me. Let me add a window capture. There we go. Okay. So this was Nora in 2024. One of her designs. It turned out decent. I don't like it. It was still completely unfinished. It was unrigged. There's no side profile whatsoever. I didn't like it at all. Let me see what other... Because I know I have earlier files of Nora. Is it this one? It might be. Let me just disable that to make sure it is. I made a bunch of test models for Nora. It is not this one. This was it's not okay. Where is it? It was in 16. Was it this one maybe? I have no... I gotta... There's so many of them. I need to figure out... Nope. These are all horrible models. Please be the right... No. I don't know where it ended up going. I know for a fact that I had models. Let me see. No, nope, nope. Was it that one? It might be that one. No. I might not be able to find it, but... Let me find... Let's see. Okay, so I found the model of Nora that I left off on before I decided 3D was going to be too difficult. This was the model that I left off on. Let me disable the wireframe for this stuff. So, this was the model that I left off on. It was pretty laggy, honestly. So, this model has 150,000 vertices. It's a lot. And this was made in 2024. I honestly did get that a lot for... I didn't like the model because of how laggy it was, as well as how hard it was for me to replicate. She was a hassle. Now, this was a model that I worked on earlier this year. This is the channel mascot. This is my new channel mascot, Argus. Let me turn on. This is the rig that I settled for with Argus. Let me turn simplify off. So his head is literally just a fire. And for his facial rig, I have a... Where is it? A whole library of poses I can give it. And all of these switches right here are for stuff like eyebrows, stuff like that. I took a lot of inspiration from the way that Glitch did Gangle's rig, as well as like some of the Murder Drones characters. But I still need to get more confident in actually using him. He also has, like, where is it? He also has, like, extra lines that I could use for the face. So... So I can give him, like, extremely thorough expressions. And yes, it is. Dude, this was Grandma's theme. Oh, this was... No, this wasn't. This is the wrong game. This is the Luma and the Hat from Mario Galaxy 2. I don't know why I thought of the Grandma theme from Wind Waker. Wind Waker's still an amazing game. But this model has taken so much just to get to this point. Anyway, I've gotten seriously sidetracked from the art stream. But this model has been... It was a joy to work on. I wasn't a fan of having to do the topology for this whole hood. Let me disable the glow. But the whole rig is functional. It even has like a stretch feature for the limbs, which I think is really cool. Okay, I promise this is the last thing I'm gonna show before I go back to drawing. This took maybe a month to do. Modeled, textured, rigged. It is. It is also inspired by TADC. I love working with squash and stretch with 3D models. I think it's essential that every model has squash and stretch capabilities if you want to get good animations. But this model took me maybe like a month to do. Let me go to... It also does have squash and stretch. What the... Why can't I speak? It's not just squash and stretch, so... The rig as well. It took me a while to really do this, but... This, not so much. This took a little bit to do. But... So... Let's see here. No, this is Nintendo. This is lo-fi Mario music. So with this rig, I tried to make it as show accurate as possible. Even though they use Maya, and I'm working with Blender, I think it's still pretty accurate. And yeah, it does sound like Terraria. Oh wait, did you guys hear about Calamity Mod? Calamity Mod was unfortunately discontinued because of stuff that... It's the most popular mod on Terraria. It was discontinued because some stuff came out about the lead developer, and the current devs did not want to continue the project. Some were even pulling their assets out of the mod. I would encourage you to look into it on your own. It's sad to see a mod like that fall, but at the end of the day, it was the decisions of the head developer that led us to this point. Anyway, show accurate rig. So I gave this rig like God knows how many eye poses, and all of them are compatible with this little eye gizmo right here, which moves the pupil. So I can move them individually. And then the mouth gadget right here. It took a lot of work to get this to this point. That's kind of the point. It took a lot of work to get it to this point, and I'm very proud of it. Anyway, I think that's enough Blender for now. That is enough Blender. I am going back to Krita. I want to do more of my art. Damn it. Oh wait, that's for Elden Ring. I need Krita. There we go. Okay. Where's my pen? There it is. I only have a little bit of time left. Like maybe half an hour before I need to go. But I want to spend that time working on my art. Okay, maybe this arm looks a little too... This looks a little weird. Maybe... Hmm. I'm gonna quickly draw the other arm and hope that looks better. Okay, maybe this looks a little too weird. Maybe move this over a little bit. There we go, this looks better. Alright. Okay, I think this looks good for the finished line art. Now that the line art is finished, I can probably start with the color. Hmm. Let's see. This is not a good color. I need... Hmm. I think this color palette looks pretty good so far. Color Splash was a really good game. I gotta admit. I still have my Wii U. I need to mod it so I can just, I don't know, have fun with it. But he, here's something that I get like upset about when Nintendo fans like say the Wii U is not a good system. It was a good system. It is severely underrated. And if not for the Wii U, a lot of your favorite Switch titles would not exist. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe would not exist. Let's see, what else? Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Splatoon would not exist if not for the Wii U. Super Mario 3D World. We got amazing games on the Wii U. Oh, whoops. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. Alright. Let's see. There we go. Okay, this looks pretty good. Hmm. Okay, there we go. Alright, I think I'm gonna head out. I got some stuff I gotta get done, so I will see you guys around. Thank you for watching my stream. I hope you guys have a really good day. Take care.